welcome back to my Christmas Stamper Stack online. My name is Julie Sutcliffe and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK. And this is a pre-recorded video and this is card number 4. So we have made 3 cards already. This was card 1, card 2 and card 3. Okay, so this is a pre-record, but I am still available on the live chat. So we're doing really simple Christmas cards and we're using the 1 horse open sleigh papers from Stampin' Up. They are available on my online store and the link is in the video description. Now I'm just going to go grab my cardstock. So for this one, we're using Misty Moonlight. Now, there are 2 cards, well, 2 designs, so 8 cards using Misty Moonlight. So you have 4 sheets of this in your kit, okay? So we're going to cut 2 sheets this way and we'll do another 2 sheets opposite. So only cut 2 sheets if you're crafting along. I'm only going to make 1 of each card, just from a time point of view, and we're doing this one a little bit different because it's going to open that way. So we're going to move our cutting blade out of the way and we're going to put our cardstock in, we're going to put it in landscape or horizontal, and we are going to score at 14.8. We're scoring at 14.8, and then we're going to flip it and we are going to cut at 10.5. So we've done it a different way. Now this either makes a tent fold card like the previous card we just did, or it makes a landscape book fold like that. Now whilst we've got our trimmer out, you also need to grab a sheet of the thin or the basic standard basic white. Because this card is a little bit darker, we are going to stamp the inside of our card. And I just want to check how big I did this on my design. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down and put it in portrait. And if you're making all 4 cards, then this one piece of A4 will do for all 4 of your cards. So we're going to pop it in and we're going to cut this at 10 centimetres. And we're going to flip and cut at 14.3. Now what I should have said is, if you want to pause the video, you can rewind and things like that. These videos will be 45 minutes apart, which should be plenty of time for you to craft along. Okay, so the last thing we need to do, we need to grab our piece of paper that we are going to use for this card. We flick through them. You will have loads of papers left, by the way. It's this one with the gorgeous little gate in the field. Okay, now I'm just trying to remember, all right, how I did this. I think I started, oh no I didn't, I've cut a little bit off from each side. I'm just looking because I wanted that gate on there. Right, okay, so the first thing I'm going to ask you to do, just because it's a while since I made these. Right, the first thing we're going to do that. We're going to turn it anti-clockwise, okay? And we're going to cut this at 9.7 centimetres. 9.7, okay? And that's the right. You have got this left, which you could use on another card easily. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to turn it upside down and we're just going to trim off so that we're trimming off that little tree on the side. So we're taking a little slither off like that, okay? Yeah. And then what we're going to do, don't question these measurements because I've worked it out and it all works. We're going to pop the trimmer in the way that we want it, the paper, and we are going to cut it at 7.2 centimetres. Just trust me on this one. 7.2. Okay, so that should match that. Yes. Okay. Then the next thing is we're going to cut at 3. Now, it's a lot easier to cut it at 3 at this side than it is at this left hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my paper upside down and I'm going to pop it in and I'm going to cut at 3 centimetres. Okay, and then that matches there, and I'm going to pop it in, move it up and cut at 3 again. Just make sure this doesn't move now. And that slither can go. Okay, now these should fit perfectly. All right. So we have our 3 pieces, and I'm going to stamp the Merry Christmas on the one on the left in the espresso. That is my dog barking outside, or our dog, and that's going there. Lovely stamping. Now I've already stamped it inside that white piece that we created. That's 10 by 14.3 with the sentiment, hoping your Christmas shines bright with the love of family and friends. What we're going to do, I'm all inked up. What we're going to do now is we're going to pop these lovely pieces on our card and make the jigsaw. I just think it's just a little bit more of an interesting way of basically using a piece of pattern paper on the front. A piece of pattern paper, that sounds like a tongue twister. Oops, on the design. Oops, I think my seal is close to running out. Maybe just last this video. So that one's going to go there. Now, before I commit to that one, I'm just going to check this one's okay. All right, I might move it up slightly. Whoops. Oh, I'm all over the shop there. There we go. And then I'll stick this one on. Oops. There we go. Pop that one on. And then I'm just going to pop the insert in. I did stamp it wrong on the back. Well, I didn't stamp it wrong, I stamped it wonky. So that I had another go because I used the emergency side of the cardstock. Oh, nearly stuck it upside down then as well. And that's going to go in there like that. And there we have, that's card number 4. So I've lost track of time. So I'll be back on my next video shortly because I've not worked out the times. But yeah, I will put it in the live chat because I'll have worked it out by then. Thank you for joining me. Hope you love this card. I love this one. See you soon. Bye.